Hello everyone, it's Stacy, the 911 Stitcher. Welcome to my channel about cross stitching and crafting. Today is Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. This is video 136. Welcome to my new house. I haven't got my craft room set up yet. We just got situated. Last week we moved into our new home. It is on the East Coast. We're super excited. I'll tell you more about it, location and stuff later. But we're super excited to be here, and we've just barely started finally this week getting adjusted to being in the new house. Now we are going back to California, but unfortunately I have to go back for my surgery. I'm having a really big surgery coming up. So I'm going to disappear, hopefully soon, and I'll explain why. My surgery right now is scheduled for December 22nd. And like I said, I'm gonna be out of commission. I will not be doing videos probably for quite some time. I am going to try and do a whip parade. So I will show you all the projects that I have for cross stitch. I'll show you everything I'm working on. I will even do a special at the end of that video on some punch needle projects that I have, any crochet or knit projects that I might have, anything yarn and thread related. So, but for the most part, it is going to be a cross stitching whip parade, work in progress. That I will release after my surgery so you guys can see me and I get to see you guys and read comments maybe, and that way it won't be so long that I'll be gone. I'm also going to do a video before I go in on English paper piecing, so that way, like I said, I've been promising you guys the English paper piecing video. I'm going to try and do that before. Now all of this is subject to change if they call me, because I am on a cancellation list. I am really hoping to get this surgery done earlier, hopefully November. If there's a cancellation for someone else that canceled and I can get in there, I'm going in there. I really want to try and make it to the February Barefoot Needleart retreat in Myrtle Beach. You guys know it's my favorite retreat. So I really want to try and make it, but if my surgery's at the end of December, I will not be able to make it. There's no way. I have to be in a sling for, I think he said at least 8 to 12 weeks, somewhere around in there. So, and then I'm looking at a really long physical therapy schedule, and I'll be in California for that. And then once I'm done with therapy, we're coming out back to the East Coast permanently. And we're excited. We did decide to sell the California house, and but we'll be going back and forth and stuff because I still gonna have my doctor appointments and stuff, and I really love my surgeons and I don't want to start all over. I love them. They're going to help me out and fix things that need to be tweaked and fixed with my robot bionic legs. Anyway, so let's talk about cross stitch. Now I am in my new house, so welcome to my kitchen. Don't look at that ugly chair. This chair is ugly. But there is my new kitchen. It's beautiful. I love it. It is echoey in here though, so I hope that doesn't bother you guys. I have really started noticing when you listen to Flosstubes on an iPad with earbuds in your ears, you really pick up on noise. You really pick up on fans. If someone has a fan going, you can really hear it a lot more than you do a TV. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm not sensitive to that kind of stuff, but it has made me realize, you know, if I have something that makes noise, you guys are going to pick up on it if you guys have earbuds in your ears. So on the way home, I'm going to be watching some YouTube videos and some movies with earbuds, and I'll be able to pick up on that stuff. But I didn't notice it until recently because I've been watching some YouTube videos with earbuds, and so like I said, you really pick up on noise. I'll try and be conscientious of that in the future. But thank you guys for joining me. If I didn't already say, this video is all about cross stitch today. I'm going to show one new start that is not cross stitch, like I need another hobby, but I am going to show primarily cross stitch. I did just get back from a retreat. Now I debated about showing you guys what I got from the retreat. I do want to show some things. I had some projects that were made for me that are so beautiful. I cannot wait to show you. And it gives you an idea of what you can do with your cross stitch. You guys know I love doing that and showing you guys ideas on how to finish cross stitch. So today we're going to talk about cross stitching. Projects are going to be very wrinkly. I do not have an iron here. If you've watched previous videos of mine, you know I love to iron all my projects first and show you guys. I also don't have anything to hold up light-wise behind my projects. So let's hope you guys can see everything. And I hope you can hear. It is a little echoey. So hopefully when we get more furniture in here and we get more pictures up and stuff, the sound will be a little bit better. But anyway, welcome to my new kitchen. I love it. It's just beautiful. We are on 10 acres now. We've got a big pasture out front. We've got a beautiful pond. I'll show you a few pictures here. We've got a beautiful pond in our backyard. It's just gorgeous. 10 acres of land. It's nice not having neighbors next to me. It's quiet. It's dark at night. And I'll tell you in another video, a funny thing that happened. Oh heck, I'll tell you now real quick. I happened to there was a movie when I was a kid that was super scary. And I love scary movies. I love Halloween. I love Jason from Friday the 13th. We just watched Poltergeist the other night. I like creepy, scary movies. But there was a movie when I was a kid, my mom only let us see part of it. And the part she showed us scared me as a kid. It happened to be on Facebook. It's an old movie. I think I was probably 8 or 9 years old when it came in. It was called Salem's Lot. And it had this kid floating in a window and he's tapping at the window with this scary music. And I was telling my friend Michelle that nowadays they make these movies that are so crummy with terrible music and too much graphic and too much bad language. They don't need to make movies like that. If they would just go back to when they used to make movies where they were, I don't want to say clean, because let's face it, scary movies are going to be bloody, but like the foul language and stuff like that is not necessary. The stupid music in the background is not necessary. These movies scared me. So anyway, this one part, it kind of freaked me out. It was on Facebook, that particular clip. And I made the mistake of watching it. I watched it and I'm like, oh my God, I remember it creeped me out as a kid. So I had to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning one day. And one thing about the area that we live in, it's very quiet. It is black outside. There is no lights. It is black. So when I got up to I walked into the living room and I had to get something for Deuce. And I looked at the windows and I have a big, you can't really see it. You can see the light. It's a big, huge kitchen window that overlooks the beautiful backyard and then the pond. And all of a sudden I started thinking about that kid in the window. I'm like, oh my God. I went running back to my bedroom. My bedroom's right there. I went running back there. It's so silly, but I love this house so much. And I still love scary movies. That's always how it's gonna be. Anyway, long story short, let's talk about some cross stitching today and I'll show you one project that I just started. Everything's gonna be wrinkly. Again, I have no iron here, so sorry for that. Anyway, let's talk about some news. So I told you about the move. That's why I've been gone. We did a road trip from California to the East Coast. My husband drove a Penske truck. I drove a car with the dogs in it, and we all made our way to the East Coast. Took us about 5 days. Normally would not take that long, but we made a lot of stops for the dogs. And anyway, like I said, cutting this story, I want to get to cross stitch. We made it. And we've been unpacking, and then I left for the Barefoot Needleart retreat. So this is where we're gonna start the video and start talking about cross stitch. Anyway, I was gone for about 4 days to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for the retreat. It was a lot of fun. I'll show you some things that I got. Normally I don't dig through my bags and show you, but I thought, you know what? Why not? That way I get a chance to see you guys, let you know what's going on with my videos, why I've been gone for so long, why I might disappear why I will disappear in December. You guys will know I will be back, but I'll be gone for quite some time. So anyway, let's talk about cross stitch. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is about the free stitch along from Dorothy. It's a German company called Historische Stickmuster. Now Dorothy every year does a free stitch along and the charts are beautiful. I believe they're available until the end of the year and then she charges for the chart. So it's a lot of fun and this year's is really pretty and I'm going to show you a picture of it here. So she said the Christmas stitch along or SAL for 2025, the charts will be available starting November 30th. Now, when you go into the website, you may go in and see German language. Look either at the very bottom for ENG, click it. It's either there or it's at the top corner. the drop down menu will let you in and it will show you English. And you can, if you're an English speaker, you can understand it obviously a lot better. I understand both languages, so it's not, I still click to English though when I'm ordering something. So when you first click on the website, you're gonna see a pop-up. It's in German, and you know how it goes. It's one of those cookie things. I just click the top thing if I'm on my phone and I have no problems. It's those cookie things. Do you allow cookies, or I don't know, anyway. So if you see the pop-up, that's what that is. I just click the first box. I've never had a problem. Then you'll get into the website and click up on English. I'm gonna put the address of Historische Stickmuster down below. So Dorothy says they are coming out effective, or starting November 30th. You will get a quarter piece of the chart. So it's gonna be in pieces. Let's see, quarter of the chart in the shop every weekend. So log in or go in every week and you'll get your next chart piece. You are going to proceed to checkout as if you were buying the chart, but you're not going to buy it because it's free. Proceed to checkout and put the pattern will be emailed to you after you're done. It's free of charge. It will be a PDF. Now the whole thing measures 194 by 181, so it's a good size. And I don't know how much piece of the chart you're going to get, but make sure and check starting November 30th on the website, because she's going to add it every weekend until the chart is full, until you get the complete chart. And I don't know if there's over one. I don't know if you can do it on Ada. I'm assuming you can. I mean, let's face it, you could still do Ada stitching and just kind of pierce. If there is some over one, you can pierce the square and go in through the middle. You guys know probably what that all means. If you're new to my channel and you need help, just email me. I don't have any details on the chart at all. Don't know if here in the US, can we get a kit from her? Last I heard was no, so I don't know. But you can kit it up yourself, get your own fabric, get your own threads. She will give you the thread legend and tell you, I think she usually gives you an equivalent for DMZ thread, because that's probably what I would use if I'm gonna stitch it. Anyway, I wanted to tell you about that. If you have any questions, let me know. The next thing I wanted to fill you in on is the new series from Country Cottage Needleworks. This is fun because I love their series. It is the new Christmas series. It is 11 patterns, and the first design is called the Christmas Market Banner. Now the first design is going to be a little bit bigger than the rest of the charts. If you're familiar with the series from Country Cottage, they're usually square or around a square shape. They're a little bit smaller than the banner. And she said that the very first chart will be the banner. It's called, what did I say? Christmas Market Banner. And it's a little bit larger than the rest. The other 10 charts are going to be 55 by 59. So you know they're a good size. They're a good size to stitch if you want something a little bit smaller. So keep an eye out. Country Cottage is coming out with that series. I don't remember if it said, did I put it in my group? I can't remember, but it's coming. Keep an eye out. Next, Shannon Christine's group. I want to tell you about that real quick. Let me see if I can grab this without having to hurt my arm. Hold on. This group is awesome. And you know, I have a Facebook group. You're more than welcome to join my group. It's Stitching Space 911. Now you do have to send me an email first, because I'm trying to weed out spam, and I've done a really good job of it so far. We've done great in the group with no spam. I think we've had one or two. You just kick them out, it's not a big deal. But the reason I have you email me or send me a message on Instagram, is that'll work too. Facebook Messengers, that's hit or miss sometimes. I don't always get the messages. Just send me a message and I'll get you in the group. But right now we are closed unless you send the message. You're more than welcome to join. I put Shannon Christine's free designs in there because they show shareable on her group. But I encourage you to join her group because she shows new releases. She's got some of the most beautiful patterns. So I'm gonna show you her group here. This is where I've been getting the free charts, and they say share, and I put them in my group. Anyhow, this is what the top of it looks like. Shannon Christine Designs. So when you scroll, you'll start seeing in her group the free charts that she's putting in there. They are so cute. There's one, my internet's a little slow. Here's the ghost, he's coming right now, the ghost. Now these I believe are in my group. I did share them, but I don't catch all of them. So join Shannon's group. Oh, these are the new releases I was gonna show you. I want to stitch every single one of them. These are gorgeous. So these are on the new release list that I was going to show you later on. And they're called Butterfly Bliss, Bumblebee Buzz, Dragonfly Dreams, and Ladybug Love. Tell me those aren't just so pretty. I'm going to post a picture here, and that way you get a better, it might show a little bit better on the picture that I insert. So here's some more free charts. She's got a cup of coffee, and it looks like kind of a cinnamon roll. Early morning cafe stop. Here's another free chart. And then it continues on with the Halloween. Here's another ghost. So she's got some seriously great, oh God, that's another beautiful release. So join her Facebook group. I did want to tell you, here's another one, free chart. So join her group if you want some free charts. Here's another. And like I said, I put as many, when I catch them, I put them in my group, but I would encourage you to join her group first because she's got just beautiful free charts and it's a fun group, very fun group. Okay, let's talk about some new starts. I'm going to show you a project bag that Kearney, she has a Flosstube channel, a YouTube channel. It's either Katie Stitches or it's Kearney. I'm going to put her down below. She's a great friend and YouTuber. She loves cross stitch, she does knitting, and she did some sewing, and she made me a bag. I'm going to show you because she cross stitched it first and then made it into a project bag. You guys know I'm really hurting when it comes to this dumb arm. Now, is that not cute? I'm very shaded today with these lights. I'm going to show it closer. So she knew my birthday was in March, and she stitched this adorable, I want to say it's Little House Needleworks, I'm not sure, but how cute is that? And then she made a bag to go with the chart. And she knew my birthday was in March. How adorable is this? And then here's the back. What a great idea to do for your cross. Look at the inside fabric. Isn't that beautiful? So what a great idea to make your cross stitch into something and make it into something special for someone, like for a birthday, just like mine. Anyhow, beautiful bag. Thank you, Katie. I wanted to show you guys because I love showing you guys things that you can make in your, what can you turn your cross stitch into? Okay, so in this bag, I've made it a knit bag. Now, do I need another hobby? No. I used to knit a long time ago. I used to make socks, and I started a cabled blanket. The cabled blanket was gorgeous. It was a purple, beautiful purple. It was long. It was I had a lot of progress. I ended up having a really big surgery on my knee. You guys know I got hurt when I was on duty with LAPD. I got hurt, and a really bad injury. Lots of surgeries. Well, after one of the surgeries, I was finally kind of coming off some pain medication. I thought it would be a good idea to grab that blanket and work on it. It's such a bad idea. It was like this beautiful straight blanket. All of a sudden it went, it was so bad. I ripped it out. So I made some socks at one time. So my friend Gina from California came out for the retreat. We also met up with Beth, my very, very dear friend. She is also on YouTube. She is the Red Cross Stitcher. She has some great tutorials that I've mentioned before. So the three of us decided, you know what? We're gonna buy some yarn and we're going to make a sock. We sat outside the hotel and we got our yarn, but we forgot to ask the lady at the shop to wind it for us into a ball. And here we are, all three of us sitting outside in the wind. And then it started getting really hot. I'm sweating and we're trying to, Beth's got hers around a chair. She's got her yarn around a chair and we're trying so hard and the balls are flying everywhere. Oh my God, we laughed. And then we're like, it's too hot. I said, I'm gonna go take a bath. It's so hot out here. And I ended up getting my yarn knotted so badly that I couldn't start the sock. So we all said, we're not going to let this defeat us. Beth has already made socks. She was trying to show us, we're not gonna let this defeat us. So it defeated me that day, but I came home, went to Hobby Lobby, got some sock yarn. It's by, I don't know the name of their fingering weight, Knit Picks, maybe, something like that. It's really pretty. It's hard to see in this light because it's so shadowed, but you're not going to see colors well today at all. Gold, aqua, and burgundy. And I started the sock. This pattern is the magic loop pattern. Let's see if I can tell you who it is. I'll tell you later, I think. I'm not going to be able to find it right now. Anyway, so I started a sock, and I'm not going to let it defeat me. I'm just going to keep going. I need about this much more, and then I will start the heel. Here it is, Vanilla Socks on Magic Loop by Kay Litton, and I got it on Ravelry. I'm only going to show you the name because I can't. Vanilla Socks, that's it. So we're trying to make these socks. Gina's working on her stitches. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this super quick. You guys are here mostly for cross stitch, but I am not going to let this sock defeat me. I will make a sock. I don't care if it turns out to be crooked. It is going on my foot. So anyway, I wanted to show you the bag, and that's what's in the bag. Okay, moving on. I have one new start. Again, these are all going to be super, super wrinkly, and that's okay. So I ended up buying, let me show you the bag that Beth made. She gave us all a bag when we got to the retreat. Isn't this beautiful, this bag? Again, I wish colors were showing a little bit better. They are very vibrant, beautiful, beautiful vintage colors. So Beth made me a bag. Inside the bag is my new project. We all had a pack. We said, let's bring I brought 2 projects. Most of them brought just 1 project. Let's go to the Needleart shop, Barefoot Needleart in Surf City, Surfside Beach, South Carolina, and let's kit up a project, find a chart, kit it up, and start it at the retreat, and we did. So here's what I picked. I picked Flossabilities. It's called Chalet in the Snow. And again, the colors, you're not going to see colors well right now. I'm going to have to get my ring light and put it up so you guys can see a little bit better. But you get the idea. It's a chalet in the woods, and the northern lights are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it's by Flossabilities. So that's my new start. I should probably put this back because, and I'm using DMC with a couple of new threads that I got. It's called Robin something Pickens. Robin, I can't, let me see. I don't know if I've got the tag in here or not. Oh, here we go. It is called, I'm so way off. Pirate and Robin. Well, I knew Robin was in there somewhere. Here's what's funny. I used to know a girl named Robin Pickens. Why did I think that she was the thread maker? Anyway, this is the name of it here. It's new. Barefoot Needleart is carrying it, and I wanted to try it. So everything's mostly DMC except for the Juniper by Pirate and Robin. And this is the color here. Oh my goodness gracious, you can't see it. Oh, you can't barely if I show it a little closer. Anyway, this is the Pirate and Robin thread here. Everything else is DMC. Aren't these pretty? These colors are really pretty. Too bad you can't see it all that well. Oh, here's another one. Here's another Pirate and Robin. It's called Pine, and it's a green. So I'll let you know how these threads are. I'm excited to try them and give them a shot. So my progress so far isn't much, but you get the idea. I'm doing it on charcoal. I think it's by Barefoot Needleart. I can't remember. No, I think it's a witch help. But anyway, this is my progress so far. Wait, hold on. This way. So you can see, hold on, let me fold it a little, one more because the light's coming through. Starting on the tree, I've got some northern lights going, and I've got that really pretty snowy tree. And that's my progress so far. I'm gonna work more on this. I'll show you more next time, but you get the idea. So the northern lights are starting to come out. They're gonna be really pretty on this fabric. I love how the white pops, and it's really pretty. Okay, next, I showed you the sock. Let's talk about some whips that I've been working on. I was working on Moonlight Sampler by the Blue Flower. This is gonna be the most wrinkled thing. This is the one, I'll show it close, with the animals. It's got moths. It's got a skunk, a possum, a sloth, a hedgehog, all kinds of little animals in there. Aren't they cute? A cat. I'm gonna change the girl's hair to my color. And this shepherd here, I'm gonna make it German Shepherd colors of Deuce. So that way it looks like my boy. He's doing really good. He loved his road trip. After this road trip, on our way back to California, when we get home, he's going to have logged over 24,000 car miles, and he loved every minute of it. He's a traveler. He loves travel. Oh, that's not gonna work. Let's see. Okay, this fabric, I think it's called Winter Wren. It might be by Fox and Rabbit. Oh, I wish the colors were a little better, but I'll show it up close because it seems like the colors are better up close. So what I did is I added more words. I'm starting on the lantern on the far right. See the canopy? I worked on the canopy. And now I've got the lantern coming down. So sorry for the wrinkles. You know how I am. I love to wrinkle. I mean, I like to iron for you guys. But you get the idea. So I've got more wording. I did more on the flowers on the very top right up in here. I'm starting the moon. That's the moon. And I'm gonna keep going. It's so pretty. I've got the border down to the bottom. I wasn't sure I was gonna have enough fabric, so I will have enough fabric. So anyway, this is just really pretty. This is a lot of fun. Moonlight Sampler by The Blue Flower. Okay, the next one that I worked on is by Crocetta Go-Go. It is called Halloween Sampler, and I'll show you a picture of it here. It is Crocetta Go-Go Halloween Sampler. And I worked a little bit more on this. I brought this to the retreat with me. And this is my progress. What did I do on here? Added more of, I started the next tree, which that's the thread hanging down. I started the next tree. Look at those pumpkins, their funny faces. They are so cute. I did more in the middle, worked a little more on the black top, but I put those snowflake looking things in above Halloween, and then I've got a tree going. So I got a little bit more progress on this. This is on, I believe this is a Vintage Country Mocha 32 count, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have my card with me, so I'm not sure exactly what it is. Let me move this thread a little bit. Anyhow, very cute. I'm gonna be working more on this. And like I said, the colors are a lot prettier. If I had a light on, you'd be able to see the colors a little bit better. Last but not least, we have A Year at Hawk Run Hollow. And I have finished the first 6. I'm working on July. It's really pretty, bright blue water. And I've been filling in, that's all like a full coverage down here at the bottom. So I'm working on July. I am using 20 count Vintage Country Mocha, which I love, 20 count Ada. And so far, that's my progress so far. So as you can see, here we go. Lots of good progress at the top, but this is what I'm focusing on now is, let me pull it back a little bit more. So hard to do this with one arm. July. So there you can see the water a little bit better. The whale, isn't he cute with the spout up on top? That flag is beautiful. And I'm filling in the bottom of what they're standing on, that hill. And I did more of the border. I also did some more water. So I'm working away on this. This is not that impressive, but it is gonna be when it's all done. But look how far I am. I've already gotten almost 6 months done. No, 7 months done. I'm over halfway. Very cute. Okay, let me show you a few gifts from the retreat, and I'm gonna be digging. So this is the part where I'm not real organized. I'm just gonna pull things out of my bags before I put them away. So this is me packed up from the hotel room, and I brought them in here. So let's dig together. I got the cutest, this is from Jennifer Lee, the 5th daughter. Why am I thinking she has an Etsy shop? I know she has a Flosstube, a YouTube channel. 5th daughter. This is adorable. The fish and you know what? I should have taken this out. Okay, here he is. Isn't he cute? Gosh, he's so shaded, darn it. I wish the lighting was just better. Anyhow, she had a story about this. I'm gonna find out what it is. It had 3 purposes, and one, you can put like your once you cut your threads, put your scraps in here. There was something above in here to do with this. This is like a salt shaker maybe, and she turned it into something for cross stitch. Let me find out she had an idea for this, and it was brilliant. I don't remember if it was put your needles in there, like old broken needles, or anyway, adorable, adorable. Okay, next, another gift. These bags are so great. They're on Amazon. This was a gift from someone at the retreat, and now you can use it for cross stitch. These are still my favorite bags. A little hoop she put in there. Some tags so you can put floss on when you have a project tag. Another little bag. How cute is this for thread? Or she put scissors, and gosh, there's just all kinds of stuff. Seam rippers, which I use religiously. There is a needle, what are these little things called? The needle where you, needle threader, 2 pairs of scissors, some peels if you want to hold your fabric back. So this is a great little table gift idea. There's some cables in here for when you hold, this is what I use to hold my fabric back on a large project. All of this as a gift. Thank you so much. This is so sweet. While I was there was a pop-up shop, and it's my friend Heidi, and she has a shop on Etsy called the Cottage Cat Designs. I've talked about her before because I am obsessed with thread tags. When I have a project, I put them on a tag just like this, and I put it here, and then my threads, they all hang, and on the back you write the DMC number or your thread number. Well, I'm obsessed with floss tags, and I got these. They are like not winter, they're like Wonderland. I believe you get 10 of them in here. She gives you the little holder, and these are gorgeous. I'm gonna take these out. Okay, I'm gonna show you just a couple of them. These are gorgeous. Oh, they're upside down. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at how beautiful that is. So if you have a project, I like to match them sometimes. Look at that owl, the raccoon. These are all woodland animals. Look at these. These are very sturdy cards, thread tags, and they're just gorgeous. There's the wolf. Look at that wolf. He's beautiful. Anyway, I went crazy and bought a whole bunch of floss tags because I use them so much. More tags. This is a different size. This is more square. So she has different sizes of tags also. They're just beautiful. Seahorses. So she's got different themes. Autumn. Of course, I had to get the ghost. Halloween. She also sells thread conditioner, which I, again, am addicted to. This one happens to be my favorite. Brown sugar and fig. It smells so good. I like to put them on my finger. So I'll dab my finger, especially if I'm working with silk and it starts snagging on dry areas of my fingers. I put it on my finger and I love it. So I just go like that, put it on my finger, and then I stitch. But you can also run it down just a little bit on your thread to make it not so, like if you have a scraggly thread, this thread conditioner is amazing. Brown sugar and fig is my favorite. It's called Stitchy Scents Soy Wax Thread Conditioner by the Cottage Cat Designs. So I bought a whole bunch of those. Here's another one, another gift from someone, and this is just beautiful. These I use all the time, especially for full coverage where you can fit a whole bunch of bobbins. Look at all these bobbins. And she put thread in here. She put some scissors in here. I think I see a sticker in there. So this is another idea for a table gift if you just, and you don't, keep in mind, when you go to retreats, you don't have to bring a gift. Sometimes someone across the table will pass out table gifts, and someone was passing these out, and there's a ruler in here, and you can get these at your local craft shop. Okay, the next table gift I want to show you was wrapped in paper like this, an egg carton sitting inside full of goodies, and then she wrapped it with a red bow. Now, when I got back to my table, I was gone for a while. I got back to my table and I saw it sitting there. I was so thrilled, but I wasn't able to say thank you. So if you're watching, thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. So what she did is she took an egg carton and she filled it with goodies. And she made a strawberry made of fabric. Look at that. Is that just, oh, I'm so thrilled. I have a collection of strawberries at home in California in my dough bowl. This is going in there too. Thank you so much. She put some thread, 2 threads, a little bit of grass at the bottom. See the grass here? Some lady dots, which I've been collecting, lady dot for when you do finishing your cross stitch, some edging, and a little piece of fabric in a strawberry theme. How adorable is this? What a great idea for a table. If you want to bring a table gift or a little gift for a friend, this is perfect for backing fabric. Just get a piece of fabric. It's just perfect because you could use it to finish your cross stitch. Say you did some cross stitch and you wanted to put this on the back of a little mini pillow. There's your thread, I actually gifted Michelle McGraw, my good friend Michelle, some backing fabric. It was fall themed and she loved it because now she has some fabric for some finishing. This is beautiful. And I wish you would email me, whoever gave me this beautiful gift, please email me. It is phenomenal. Thank you so much. Next, I want to show you a bag that my friend Gina made me. Now she knows I love Halloween, and this is the bag that she made. It is just beautiful. I love it. So this came in super handy at the retreat because I needed something to carry and put in the goodies in, and she made me this tote bag. Great idea. She says you get one of the packs of a charm pack, 5-inch charm pack, and you can make, I'll have to ask her what pattern this is because she said it was not that hard. It was pretty easy. And now someone like me, of course, I'd have to figure out how to make it, but what a gorgeous bag. I was able to put all my goodies in here. So inside I've got stickers. I'm gonna run through these a little fast. Stickers. I ended up kitting up one more thing, but I haven't started it yet. I kitted up Extraordinary Birds. I'm gonna show you a picture of it here. I got it from Barefoot. They got me the fabric for it. It's it's one of their fabrics called Spring Seas. And it's a blue and really pretty. This is a Barefoot Needleart fabric. So I kitted Extraordinary Birds up. I have not started it yet. One of the owners of the shop finished it and it was beautiful. Okay, one of the other things I bought from them was the crow. I'm in this series, so I get all the animal charts. The series is still continuing, and this was next in the series. So the crow by Cottage Garden Samplings. I'd like to do this on 56 count, make it really small for my tree, my little mini tree, which I desperately need to get from California and bring it here. Okay, so that's another thing that I got. Beth, the Red Cross Stitcher, my very, very dear friend, made me a mat. So when you go to cross stitch retreats, I've gone to a lot of them and I never had a mat. You don't have to have a mat sitting in. What it is it sits in front of you. You can put your project, your scissors, anything you need on your little mat. And that kind of designates your little area. Well, all the retreats I went to, I didn't have one. I finally made myself one. If you've watched previous videos, I made the spooky one, which I brought with me, but I didn't. Oh, you know what? I have it with me. This is the mat that I made myself. I saw everybody had these mats. I'm like, oh, I don't have one, but that's okay. So this is the one that I made me. If you guys remember, it's the creepy mat. I think it's 13 by 13. You don't want to go any bigger than that because then you're going to go encroach on someone else's space. I mean, I guess you could go a little bigger. But anyway, I did the creepy people. Remember the spiders and all the creepy ladies I English paper pieced it. I did them all hexagons. This is another video. But anyway, I brought it with me. And there it is. I was going to set it in front of me as I sat down. Beth made me a bag. And she asked me what theme. And I said, let's do Christmas. So she made me a little Christmas mat. Now this is obviously bigger, but it wasn't too big. It's perfect for sitting in front of me. I could put I have a little trash can, a fabric trash can for when I cut thread. I set it down. This has a little pocket, 2 pockets here. What a great mat. thought she said she might show a tutorial on her YouTube channel. Thought she also said it was pretty simple to make. So check out the Red Cross Stitcher because she is going to have future tutorials for mats and stuff. She's got project bags, which we talked about in previous videos. But how great is it to have a mat like that made by a friend? I got some floss drops. They are made of like wood. Michelle McGraw brought me some fabric she didn't want. It's very, very stiff. I want to dye this. I do like a stiff Aida. So no, actually I think this is a even weave. Anyway, she brought me a couple pieces that she didn't want. Let me talk about the name badges. Now she made, where is my name badge? That's the one thing I wanted to show one of the other things, because I was able to wear a name badge that Michelle ordered. Well, I'm gonna have to show you on another video, but this is another one. She got me two. These are brilliant because when I go to retreats, you wear them around, you wear like a lanyard around your neck with your name on it. And I like having my own. Sometimes you turn them in, you might use another one. I would rather have my own. Anyway, Michelle, and I know I have it here. I think it's in the other room. Maybe I'll go try and go get it. She ordered it from Nana K. Her name is Karen Houseknecht. I'll put her information down below. Anyway, these are badges. So your name tag can go in here. It just drops. This is just a drop-in thing. It's a pocket. I put my room key, a credit card, and I didn't have to keep going. You know, I felt secure. Here's a zipper here, so I could put my zipper. I could open up the zipper, put my credit card in here, and my room pass, my room key to the hotel. And I wore this the whole time, but mine was black. I'll show you. But anyway, she gave me a second one. And then in the back, here's a pocket. Some people put their cell phones. I don't like a cell phone on my chest. I have a friend, she swears she got breast cancer because she used to put it in her bra. And I don't want a phone near my thing, but I could put cash if I wanted to carry some cash back here. Perfect. Goes around your neck and you've got yourself a name tag. Let me see if I can go get the other one. I'll be right back. Okay, I had to run. It was in my suitcase. So here's the one I wore at the retreat, black and white, and Michelle stitched my name. I wish the light was a little bit better. Let's see. Anyhow, she stitched my name, Stacy 911 Stitcher. So that's permanent. Gets my permanent little ID tag. And like I said, in here I carried cash, my room key, I carried credit cards, and then I've got my extra pocket back here. And it's around your neck the whole time. How cute is that? Love that. I'm gonna put the information to the shop down below in the notes. Okay, here's a chart that Michelle McGraw got for me because she knows I love insects. I love bugs, I love spiders, I love any kind of insect, and I like stitching them. And she bought me this chart called Boomerang Stitches, the Stitchy Bug. Now I'm only gonna do the bug. I'm not gonna do, you can see he's holding a needle. I think that's super cute. Maybe I'll do the needle too, but I really just want the bug. I want him for my tree. And I grew up loving bugs. I took some college classes on insects and some lab classes. I had so much fun. And I just love bugs, so I'm gonna be doing him. Don't think I wanna do, I like that he's holding the needle with the thread, but I'm not gonna do the bobbin. I like just him the way he is. Next, I went to a sewing shop and got a needle, add a quarter. I'll talk about that later when I talk about sewing. There was a girl named Terry, she's a friend of mine, who brought me over some thread tags. They are somewhere, but she had a whole bunch of vintage Christmas cards, vintage photos, and I like making those into thread tags. So they're beautiful, and she didn't want to throw them away, and I don't blame her. So I grabbed these so I could make some thread tags. Aren't they just beautiful? Really pretty, shiny. Look at that church. That's coming out pretty good. And they're all really old cards from, like here it says, from Wister and Hattie with kind thoughts and New Year. I mean, what a beautiful card. So she had a whole stack of them. Here's another one. Kind wishes. Frank and Abel and the girls. But look at that one. That one's shiny with the coach. I mean, the horse-drawn carriage. I'd like to make these into thread drops. So anyway, Terry asked, she brought a huge stack over to our table, asked if we wanted to go through it, and I went through it and got some. Here is Sweet Wing Studio, a Stitcher's Haiku. This was our chart for the retreat. Very, very cute. I just wish you could see it a little better. Terrible shadowing today. But it's got all kinds of cross stitch stuff, a ruler, it's got DMC thread on it, glasses. I love to cross stitch, floss and fabric surround me. Where is my needle? How cute is that? Very cute. Michelle got me the Timberland Santa. He is Scotch Pine Santa. He's a Mill Hill kid. I'd like to do him on fabric. In fact, she just showed hers on fabric on her last video. Check out Made by Michelle McGraw. She just finished him. She got me him. Here's a chart I bought. Would you believe I only bought one chart at Barefoot at this retreat? I did really good. I just have so much to stitch. I don't need to buy a bunch of stuff. Sprouting lupine, Delft beetles. Now this is going to be a stitch along. I'm going to join Amy Loves Toads. If you watch Amy, I love Amy. Got to see her at the retreat. She is going to do a stitch along with the Delft beetles. Let me show it up close. This is very hard to see without any light, but they are all beetles and they're in beautiful colors. Now you can see that beetle a little bit better. And again, insects. Here's another beetle. I love insects. So anyway, we're gonna do a stitch along. I'm gonna join her. Who did she say was doing it with her? She's doing a stitch along with someone and she said people can join, and I asked her and I said, I'll be joining you guys. I just need to find the right fabric. I'd like to go maybe a little lighter on the fabric. We'll see. More table gifts, I mean, this is hysterical. Wait till you see this frog. Again, these are my favorite bags and they're on Amazon. This is perfect to give to someone at a retreat. If you have a friend and you want to give them a gift, look at this guy. He's a frog. I love him. I love him so much. He can tweak his legs and his arms and stuff. He sits on my nightstand as I sit here and stitch. Inside is a tape measure. Really pretty tape measure. It's got fish on it. Scissors. Okay, this is cool. What is this? Moisturizing hand sanitizer, coconut lime scent. What a great idea. So these are great ideas for little gifts. Floss tags, they're a little window. Put your threads on. Little mini scissors. And here's the most genius thing of all for people that sew. So you know when you sew, say, an edge, and you want to make sure you've got your seams even, you put this on your thumb or your finger. Can you see the lines? Gosh, I need more lighting. I don't know if you can see the lines very well. That's where you put your needle as you've got this on you hold it like this maybe with your thumb and you're sewing, your hand sewing. You put your needle down next to the groove, and that way you know you're doing, is it the ladder stitch? Evenly. There you go, that's a better picture. You know you're doing you're putting your needle down and you'll know you're even based on putting this on your thumb. Genius. I got some needles. Let's see. Okay, I'm almost done with the video. I ended up buying some fabric at a fabric store in Myrtle Beach. I want to do some vintage Valentine. That is so cute. Vintage Valentines. I got it also in pink and white. Vintage Valentines are so fun. So I'm going to do something with that. I got some hearts, fabric, maybe some project bags, but I love vintage Valentines. I think they're so adorable. I have always loved them, even as a kid. So I got some fabric and 2 more little gifts. I got some more of the cards. I told you that Terry was passing out cards. So more thread tags. Oh, here's an old vintage picture. Look at this one. Isn't that beautiful? Where is this? Let's see if it says. It doesn't say, it's just really like kind of old on the back. But anyway, I'll make that into a thread tag. Here's Terry's little goodie bag. She gave me a little goodie bag. She's such a good friend. Thank you, Terry. She made me floss tags because she knows I love them. These are all the vintage ones of her family. Now look at how old these pictures are. This was her great grandparents. And she made them into, she repurposed them and made them into tags. I have got them flying everywhere. Here's another one. Look at this. Oh my gosh, let's see who this is. My great grandparents, 1904. So what a great idea to make yourself, that's her dad, make yourself some thread tags based on some old photos or old Christmas cards or cards. Really, really pretty. Thank you so much, Terry. And she made a little goodie bag for me. She included in the bag some ribbon for finishing cross stitch, some ribbon. She put in some Dove candy. And here's what I love too, are these little rusty bells. The little rusty bells are they're not actually rusty, they look rusty, so they're not gonna mess up your cross stitch project. When you say make it into a little pillow, put a couple little bells at the top. She put some bells, pair of scissors, and a little scissor fob. Oh, and she stitched this. So if you look, it is a pelican. I don't know how well you're gonna see it, but that's a pelican right there that she cross-stitched, put it together and made it into a little scissor fob. Just fantastic. So many wonderful things. Someone gave me a seam ripper. That's always helpful. Hopefully these are giving you guys ideas for gifts. Look at this. How gorgeous is this? This I can hang up in my window, my kitchen window, and get some light. Gorgeous. Okay, last but not least, I got some more thread. Someone said that you can put discarded needles if they break or they bend, throw them in here. It's got little beads in here. What a great little idea for a table gift. Love this. Very fun. And a little felt pumpkin. It's so cute. Anyway, this was all I was able to carry in my bag. What a great, just some really great ideas. So anyway, I'm gonna close out this video. It was so good to see you guys. It's a little dark in here. I'm a little discombobulated. Fabric is wrinkled, and that's okay because I just wanted to come on, say hello to you guys, and tell you I've missed you. I'm still here. I am still gonna do YouTube videos. They're just, like I said, we just had a huge move. Oh my gosh. And now we gotta drive back. So, gotta drive back to California from the East Coast. And then after my surgery and after my physical therapy, we'll be doing again, and that time it will be permanent. So, and I will put some notes down in the notes below. I'll let you know who made, oh, I forgot to show you something. I'll let you know who made the name tags. And Michelle McGraw also bought me, this has been amazing. I use it every day. I prop up my cell phone. It's the same lady, Nana K Handmade. And you put your cell phone right there and it sits up. That way you don't have to lay it on down, on the ground, lay it on your couch or a table and you keep having to look over. This sits propped up. You can also, I use it for my iPad when I'm stitching. It's got beads in it. It's just so helpful. I love this. I have used it every single day that I came back from the retreat. Anyway, I'll put the information down below. Thanks everybody for joining me. See you next time. Bye.